It was a morning like any other in the quiet town of Aspen, Colorado. I had woken up early, as always, to prepare coffee and read the newspaper. My life flowed in a rather ordinary way, marked by small daily rituals that gave me a sense of peace and stability. I had never imagined that that day would be different, that it would forever change my perception of life and the afterlife. The air was fresh and the sky clear, but a strange uneasiness began to grow inside me. As I sipped my coffee, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. It was a pain I had never experienced before, a mix of tightness and burning that made my eyes widen. I tried to stand up, but my legs wouldn't hold me. As I fell to the ground, the world around me began to fade. Fear enveloped me, and a fleeting thought crossed my mind. Is this how it ends? When I opened my eyes again, I found myself in a different place, suspended in a sort of limbo between life and death. In front of me was a tunnel of blinding light. I no longer felt pain, only a strange sensation of peace and serenity. I walked towards the light, drawn by an irresistible force. Each step seemed to lighten my spirit, as if I were leaving behind every worry and fear. At the end of the tunnel, I saw a figure waiting for me. It was an elderly man with a long white beard and piercing eyes that seemed to see into me. "Welcome, my child," he said in a calm and reassuring voice. "I am the celestial prophet, and I am here to show you what is to come." I suddenly felt small and insignificant in front of this being of such wisdom and power. "What do you mean?" I asked, my voice trembling with expectation. The celestial prophet took my hand, and in an instant, I found myself in a completely different landscape. I was suspended above the earth, watching people live their lives unaware of what was about to happen. "In an hour," said the prophet, "the rapture will occur. The righteous will be taken away, and the world as you know it will change forever. But before that happens, 3 premonitory signs will announce the arrival of the rapture." His voice was solemn, carrying an authority I could not ignore. As I watched, the sky turned unnatural colors. Shades of red and bright orange danced among the clouds. People on earth looked up, amazed and frightened by this unusual phenomenon. "This will be the first sign," said the celestial prophet, "a visible omen to all that something extraordinary is about to happen." The sight of those celestial colors evoked a mixture of wonder and terror in anyone who saw them. Immediately after, a deep, resonant sound filled the air. It was as if thousands of heavenly trumpets were playing in unison, a sound that penetrated the soul and made every fiber of my being vibrate. "The second sign will be the trumpets of the angels," explained the prophet, "a call that will resonate in the hearts of all, warning them of the imminent moment." Each note seemed to carry a message of urgency and sacredness. Finally, the temperature on earth began to rise sharply. An intense and oppressive heat enveloped the cities, as if the sun had drawn closer to the earth. People sought refuge in the shade. Many gathered in places of worship, hoping to find answers and comfort. "The third sign will be this unbearable heat," concluded the celestial prophet, "a signal that time is running out." The sense of urgency intensified, with people praying and pleading for salvation. Suddenly, I found myself back in my body. The chest pain was gone, and I felt a new awareness inside me. I was still on the kitchen floor, but my spirit had changed. I knew I had little time to act, to warn anyone I could. The vision of what I had seen burned vividly in my mind, pushing me to act without hesitation. I got up, feeling strangely strong and determined. I picked up the phone and began calling friends and family, telling them what I had seen. Some believed me, others thought I was crazy, but I didn't care. I had to do everything possible to spread the message that had been entrusted to me. The mission was clear, and nothing could stop me from fulfilling it. I don't know exactly when the rapture will occur, as no specific dates were revealed to me in my vision. However, I recognized familiar places in my town, with details that made me think it was not a distant event. I saw streets, buildings, and familiar faces, giving me the feeling that the moment is closer than we can imagine. For this reason, I felt the need to share this story with you, hoping to strengthen your hope and faith. I know many of you eagerly await the rapture, and I urge you to keep this expectation alive. Have faith, because I firmly believe that this extraordinary event will happen very soon.